Lake George Battlefield Moments, a production of the Lake George Battlefield Park Alliance, preserving our area's incredible history. A weekly feature on Lake George Radio, 93.5 FM, and live streaming at lakegeorgeradio.com. Here's the president of the Lake George Battlefield Alliance, John DiNuzzo.
Our guest today is Sara Frankenfeld of the fantastic Warren County Planning Department. I really mean that sincerely. They are rock stars. Sara is a genuine rock star. We're coming off a great week. We had a sensational ceremony last Monday, Memorial Day, which we had General David Shepard as our keynote speaker, and he just, I think, captured the essence of what Memorial Day is supposed to be about, and the sacrifices that our military veterans now and way back in the 1700s made to make our way of life so much better. So we thank that. I do want to highlight for people also that beginning next Monday, June the 3rd, we'll be starting archaeology in the park for the first time since 2016. So we're real excited about that. We have a new letterboxing capability along the bike trail and elsewhere in the county. Can you just kind of explain for me and the audience just what that's all about?
This is our third letterboxing challenge. The first one we released a few years ago was the first Wilderness Letterboxing Challenge. We actually received some grant funding with the intention of getting visitors to Warren County to venture a little bit away from the lake communities where most visitors tend to end up and get exploring in the western part of the county. So many of our communities that are less visited along the Hudson River, like Thurman and Stony Creek and Warrensburg and Johnsburg and Chestertown. Letterboxing is similar to geocaching in that people are looking for a hidden box. Letterboxing actually got its start in England in the 1800s with the National Trust properties. Mailboxes in England are called letterboxes, so that's where the name originated. Eventually it evolved from mailing postcards back to stamping in a journal, and that's the current practice today. And it's a very popular and growing hobby. So we decided that it would be a fun thing to try in Warren County, and we didn't really know what to expect. We thought it would probably appeal to families with young children. They could go out, solve a riddle, stamp a hand-carved stamp, and a little passport that we put together of spots throughout the county. It ended up being so much more popular than we ever could have imagined. A lot of the feedback that we got was that people loved learning about new locations throughout the county, and they also loved learning little historical tidbits. We included a number of historical locations in that first round of letterboxing. And I think it just drove home kind of the gap that we have here in promoting historical tourism. We thought this was a great opportunity to kind of fill that gap. So a couple of years ago, we did a second letterboxing challenge, the Historians Challenge, where we worked with all of the municipal historians throughout the county to pick a location of historical significance in each one of the 12 municipalities. That one's still going. And then this year, we thought it would be really fun as we're leading up to the 250th celebration of the American Revolution to both take advantage of a great county asset, which is our Warren County Bikeway, and also use that opportunity to teach people about the amazing French and Indian War and Revolutionary War history that occurred right in our backyard. So the focus of this new letterboxing challenge is twofold. One, to get people out enjoying Warren County Bikeway, and we're focused on 10 locations along the way that had significance in either the French and Indian or Revolutionary Wars. A portion of the bikeway actually follows the military road that was built for use during the French and Indian War and then was used as well during the Revolutionary War. So there are several locations along the bikeway that are passport locations where significant battles took place during the French and Indian War, as well as other spots that are close to other historically significant locations such as Fort Amherst, Halfway Brook, Blind Rock. We have a printed guide, a little booklet that you can open like a book. This one, we thought it would be fun to include a bikeway map along with the passport. They can be picked up in a variety of different locations throughout the county. This Letterboxing Challenge has a page on Warren County 250th Revolutionary War website, which is www.warrenny250.com. So you'll see if you go to that website, there's a letterboxing page. It's also on the front page of the Warren County website, which is warrencountiny.gov, a list of all the places throughout the county you can pick up the passport, including at all the various visitor centers, chambers, number of area hotels, libraries, town halls.
Recreation and history coming together. I mean, that's really what Warren County is all about. Thanks
Absolutely.
so much, Sarah.
Yeah.
Nice to speak with you.
Nice to speak with you too.
Lake George Battlefield Moments, a production of the Lake George Battlefield Park Alliance, preserving our area's incredible history. A weekly feature on Lake George Radio, 93.5 FM, and live streaming at lakegeorgeradio.com. If you have any questions regarding Lake George Battlefield Moments, email info@lakegeorgebattlefield.org. And tune in every Saturday morning at 9:45 for Lake George Battlefield Moments.